You are standing on a battlefield. Smoke fills the air. Cannons roar around you. Thousands of soldiers are looking at you, waiting for your command. You are not tall. You are not from a rich and powerful family. You do not even speak perfect French. But right now, you are the most powerful man on earth. You are Napoleon Bonaparte. And this is your life. The year is 1769. You are born on the island of Corsica, a tiny island in the Mediterranean that just became part of France. 1 year earlier, you are technically French, but you do not feel French. Your first language is Italian. Your family is Corsican, and the French look down on you. Your father, Carlo, is a lawyer, not rich, but smart enough to get you a scholarship to a military school in mainland France. You are 10 years old when you leave home. 10 years old, you arrive in Brienne, France, and immediately, you are the odd one out. The other boys laugh at your accent. They call you a foreigner. They mock your name, Napoleon Bonaparte. It sounds too Italian for them. So what do? You study harder than anyone you fall in love with. Mathematics, with strategy, with history. You read about Alexander the Great, Julius Caesar, and you think, why not me? By 16, you graduate from the elite École Militaire in Paris, completing in 1 year what usually takes 2. You become a second lieutenant in the French artillery. You are a nobody from a nobody island, but you have a plan. The year is 1789. France explodes. The French Revolution begins. The people rise up. The king loses power and the old world is burning down for most people. This is terrifying for you. It is an opportunity. You side with the revolutionaries. You are ambitious and the revolution rewards ambitious men. Not noble birth in 1793. Your big moment arrives. The city of Toulon has been taken over by royalists who let the British in the French army is trying to take it back. But they are failing. Their artillery commander gets wounded. You step forward. You are 24 years old. You redesign the entire attack plan. You position the cannons yourself. You stand on the front lines even after being wounded by a bayonet in your leg. You keep fighting. Toulon falls, the British flee overnight. You go from lieutenant to brigadier general. France is beginning to notice you in 1796. The Directory France's new government gives you command of the Army of Italy. It is considered the worst assignment. Your army is starving, barefoot, and demoralized. You stand in front of them and say, "Soldiers, you are fed up, nearly naked. The government owes you much but can give you nothing. Your patience and courage are admirable, but they give you no glory, no fame. I will lead you into the most fertile plains on earth. Rich provinces, great cities will be yours. They follow you in 1 year. You defeat Austria. You conquer most of northern Italy. You negotiate your own peace treaty without waiting for permission from the government. Back home, you send back wagon loads of gold, art, and treasure to France. You are not just a general anymore. You are a hero. The people of France love you. Then you do something unexpected. You go to Egypt in 1798. You take 35,000 soldiers and 150 scientists to study Egypt's ancient civilization. You win battles. You discover incredible artifacts, but the British destroy your navy at the Battle of the Nile. You are trapped, so you do the bold thing. You leave your army behind and sail back to France alone. And when you arrive, France is in chaos. The government is weak. The economy is broken. There are threats from enemies on every side. France needs a strong leader. You are right on time. On November 9th, 1799, you launch a coup within days. You overthrow the government. You become first consul, the most powerful man in France. You immediately get to work. You reform the legal system, creating the Napoleonic Code, which becomes the foundation of law in dozens of countries. Still today, you build the Bank of France. You modernize schools. You make peace with the Catholic Church. You even sell Louisiana to the Americans. You need the money, and you would rather France be strong in Europe in 1804. You go further. You crown yourself Emperor of France in Notre Dame Cathedral in Paris. The Pope himself travels from Rome to attend. But when the moment comes to place the crown on your head, you take it from the Pope's hands and crown yourself. No one crowns Napoleon Bonaparte. Napoleon crowns himself at your peak. You control or influence most of Europe, from Spain to the borders of Russia. Kings are your brothers. Emperors fear you. Your Grande Armée is the most powerful military force the world has ever seen. You win battle after battle. Austerlitz, Jena Friedland, military masterpieces that are still studied in military academies today. But power has a price. In 1812, you make the decision that will destroy you. You invade Russia. You march 600,000 men into Russia. It is the largest army ever assembled in history. You expect a quick victory instead. The Russians refuse to fight. They retreat. They burn their own crops, their own cities, so you have nothing to eat. You reach Moscow in September. The city is empty. Then it burns you. Wait for the Russians to surrender. They never do. Winter arrives, and the Russian winter is something you have never faced before. Temperatures drop to -30 degrees. Your soldiers have no winter clothes. They are starving. They are freezing. They are dying by the thousands, not in battle, but from cold and hunger. You begin the long, horrific retreat of 600,000 men. Fewer than 100,000 make it back. Europe sees you bleed your enemies. Unite Prussia, Austria, Russia, Britain. They all come for you together in 1814. Paris falls. You are forced to abdicate. You are exiled to the island of Elba, a small island off the coast of Italy. Most men would give up. You escape in March 1815. You land in southern France with just a handful of men. The king sends soldiers to capture you. You walk toward them alone, open your coat, and say, "If any of you wishes to shoot his emperor here, I am." They join you instead. You march to Paris. The king flees. France is yours again, but it lasts only 100 days. On June 18, 1815, at a small Belgian field called Waterloo, your final battle is fought against the British under Wellington and the Prussians under Blücher. You are defeated completely. You abdicate for the last time. This time, the British take no chances. They exile you to St. Helena, a remote island in the South Atlantic, thousands of miles from Europe. There is no escape from St. Helena. You spend your final years dictating your memoirs. You shape your own legend. You write about your battles, your laws, your vision for Europe. On May 5, 1821, you die. You are 51 years old. You came from nothing, a poor island boy with a foreign accent. You rose to command the mightiest empire the Western world had seen since Rome. You changed laws, borders, governments, and history itself. Were you a hero, a tyrant, a genius, a monster? Perhaps all four. You were Napoleon Bonaparte. And now you know you were history. Which historical figure should we cover next? Comment below.